Hey, you guys, I am back with another video, and today's topic, we are talking all about setting boundaries, how to stop being a people pleaser. So if that topic intrigues your little mind, make sure you hit that bell notification, subscribe to the channel, and if you are new here, make sure you hashtag Sunny Squad so that lets me know that you are new here and I can give you a proper welcome. I am Latersa Denise, and we talk a lot about self-care, self-love, hygiene, life advice, and just a little bit in between. So if any of that, like I said, intrigues your little mind, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned, and I'm gonna jump right into it. How to stop being a people pleaser. It is a process, you guys. I'm telling you, if you grew up being a people pleaser like I didn't want people to be mad at me, didn't want people to be upset with me. I always try to make the peace, try to keep the peace. But in the end, I was always the one second guessing myself or upset because I was spending so much time focusing on making everybody else around me happy, but I was leaving myself out. So listen, the first thing, in order to stop being a people pleaser, you got to understand that you can't help everybody. You can't please everybody. There's always going to be somebody. I don't care if you do the absolute 110% best to everyone around you. There's always going to be somebody that's not happy with what you're doing. They're not pleased with what you're doing. There's always, you could have did something better. You could do something better. It's always going to be that one, I'm telling you, that you're gonna have to understand. And especially if you're on social media, it's like your life is up for grabs. People are always gonna have an opinion. People are always gonna have some judgment towards you. So you gotta make up in your mind that you gotta understand, you gotta live your life. When you lay down at night, when you go before God and you are at the end of your life, He's not gonna ask you, was everybody else happy with what you did? Was everybody else happy with the life you live? He gonna be more concerned about what you did for you. Did you enjoy the life that He gave you? Did you do your absolute best? Did you give it your all? Did you go out and try everything you could? I always say I want God to use me up and do everything. So when I go home, I want to say, you know what? There's nothing else I could have did. I tried everything. I want to be used up in such a way that even when I'm gone, my legacy will be that, you know what? I touched somebody's life. I helped at least one person. That's what you have to understand. Because at the end of the day, whether you do right or wrong, somebody's still going to have something to say. If you've turned your life over and you no longer do what you did in the past, somebody's still going to have something to say about what you used to do. Somebody's still going to have something to say about, is she really saved? Is she really doing better? Is she really all that she says she is? Somebody's always going to have something to say. So in my mind, I always say the best thing you can do, honey, is just live your life. If you know that you did your best and you got a good heart, you got good intentions, that's all you need to be concerned about. That's number one. Number two, you got to start choosing to make you happy. I promise you, y'all, if you stay as much focused on doing things for yourself and doing the things that brings you joy and happiness, y'all know I always say, if it ain't bringing me peace, return to sender. So listen, if it's not bringing you peace, I need you to gladly return to sender. I need you to stop trying to force stuff. Do what makes you happy. As long as you're not harming anybody, do what makes you happy and keep it pushing. At the end of the day, I promise you, you're going to be the one that's suffering in the end. If you are always doing what everybody else wants you to do, everybody else thinks you should be doing, you're always going to be hurt. That's how you set yourself up to be hurt, because the world will spit you up and spit you out. You got to know at the end of the day, the choices that you make for you is best for you and it makes you happy. Then be okay with that. Block out all that other stuff. Number three is set boundaries for others, but also set boundaries for yourself. When you set boundaries with other people, you let people know what line they can cross, what how close can they get up to you? Everybody shouldn't have a front row seat in your life. Your circle should be very intimate and very small. And the older you get, you'll see your circle begins to get very small. And so at the end of the day, you need to set those boundaries early on, whether that's friendship, relationship, business-wise, whatever kind of relationship it is, there needs to be some boundaries, even with your children. And as much as we love our babies, you have to set boundaries with them as well, because, you know, children are take, you know, but you got to know when enough is enough. You got to be able to say, you know what? At this time, you can't call me at this certain time. And if you like me, I don't like surprise visits. You need to call me first, and you need to text me first before showing up at my house. Because you might just get that little pretty little doorknob or doorbell because you're welcome to come. But if I don't know you coming, you're going to be standing out there talking through the wall, because I'm not going to get up. I'm not going to let you in. And my children are trained where they know if mommy's not aware of someone's coming, just let them knock. And then too, when you setting boundaries with yourself, when you make up in your mind that you want to be the best version of yourself, that means keeping your word to yourself. If you say you're not going to eat after 8, don't be in the kitchen eating at 9:30, because you know it takes your body a while to digest food. Why is you eating a full course meal at 9 o'clock? Keep your word to yourself. If you say you're going to take yourself out on a solo date, keep your word to yourself. Treat yourself like you want that man to treat you. You want him to be punctual. You want him to keep his word. You want him to show up on time. You want him to do what he say he gonna do. So you need to do all of that for yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. Stop lying to yourself. When you don't want to do something, start speaking up. Stop telling yourself you're not worthy of what you desire, because you are. We all are. So setting boundaries with others as well as setting boundaries with ourselves will save you a lot of headache in the long run. And then number 4 is, y'all know I always have my notes. Be comfortable saying no. Listen, no is a complete sentence. You don't need to give a drawn out explanation. You don't need to give a sob story why you can't do something, why you can't go somewhere, why you don't have this much money to give. You just need to say no. Stop explaining yourself, because 9 times out of 10, the people that are upset with you because you done start saying no and start saying no to certain things, they're only upset because they can no longer take advantage of you. They're only upset because they can't get what they used to get out of you. So when you start saying no, it's just strictly putting in place, you know what? I need this specific time for myself. I need this specific money to do what I need to do in my house. Stop trying to be the fixer for everybody and everything. Some people you can't help. Some people you need to stop enabling, because that's all you're doing. When they have an issue or a problem, they run to you because they know you're going to get them out of the situation. Sometimes you got to let people deal with their own stuff. Stop trying to fix everybody, because that's not your job to take. Take care of you. That's a big enough job right there. You don't need to be sitting around moping and worrying about who's upset with you because you told them no. They'll get over it. They'll just go find somebody else that they can get a yes out of. It's simple as that. Start saying no and let your yes be no, yes, and your no be no. So I hope that today really help you and inspire you to understand that it's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to stop being a people pleaser to everybody. And listen, make sure you grab my self-love journal, because it's going to help you step by step get back to the heart of you, rediscover who you are, take you on a journey, because we're all on this self-love journey. We're all on our own journey, and we have our own path to go, but I want to make sure I can play a little part in it. So make sure you grab the self-love journal. I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you turn on the bell notifications. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe and put hashtag Sunny Squad so that I can welcome you, give you a proper shout out. I love you guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.